Are you ready for a beacon of free thinking light? Well, get ready to unleash your blues. This is the Why I'm Angry podcast, and it starts now. Well, all right. This is the Why I'm Angry podcast, and it's Christmas time. Santa Sam killing us with the Angry Patriot, the king of the Angry Patriots, just chiming in and helping us get the start of the podcast going. Here in the Freestyle Man Cave studio, we've got a couple of us are here and ready.
You tried it.
Hey.
Don't try me.
I mean, our fourth screen has nobody in it, so, that's where we're at.
Camera.
Your camera's right there in front of you where you're supposed to be sitting.
Nuh-uh. I moved. What up, world? Chef
See, we can't do nothing.
Do y'all see
Can't
this?
get nothing going.
Big Nick energy.
Can't get nothing going. Can't get anything started.
That's offensive. I'm
Chipotle.
You'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
Big Nick jumping all of the
Oh, wait, you want me to sit on
the
this
other
one?
teams. It doesn't matter. You can sit there, wherever you want to sit.
It's Lady
Period.
D.
Because it's my world. Y'all just living in it.
Yep.
So
we just paying that
we're
It's
right.
the
not
woman's
we're
world.
not even sure that your mic's on. So
Well, turn me up. They heard me.
Got the Natty Star over here.
all right. So
I'm on. Can the listeners hear me now?
they should be able to.
Period.
Welcome everyone.
Welcome. We're all here.
Woo. Hey listeners.
We're missing Honest Abe, but Honest Abe's fiance is having a birthday, so
Turn up.
shout out to Honest Abe's fiance yesterday's birthday.
She seems so nice.
Yeah, it was. We called her and said happy birthday and all.
Oh,
So that's good.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're doing birthday things most of the weekend. So
Before they take away our birthdays.
right. Well, we're waiting on that. I mean,
Who taking away birthdays?
The government.
the Democrats, pretty much. They're gonna tax your birthday soon.
Whatever.
So, so we've been gone for about 3 weeks. We're getting into the Christmas season. We're gonna do probably next week. We might do a third week if I can get everybody's energy going. And maybe we'll have some pizza in studio or something. Peyton,
for you.
and
That's a great idea.
such a good idea, right? And yeah, then we'll be out for the new year. We'll probably come back January 2nd week or something like that. Maybe first week, we'll see.
Oh, wait. So, wait. We got to do this again next week?
Yeah. I mean, you don't.
I'm on vacation next week.
It's always a.
Ugh.
It's such a grind over here.
Hasn't done it in a month. We got to do this
Try
next
it.
week.
You tried it.
Spent like 20 minutes on the 50th anniversary.
Stop trying me.
We're over here working on our notoriety.
Yeah. So yeah, make sure that you're getting on our whymangry.com that's running across me and Peyton's forehead, and get in, check out our email or our websites and all of that good stuff. Get like us and share us and all that.
Get that merch.
Yeah, the first thing, one of the first things we're doing over the new year is that each month we'll pull somebody that gives us a 5-star review or a 1-star review. We don't want anything in between, just 5s and 1s. And once we get those reviews, we'll take all of the reviews and we'll auction it off for a t-shirt, or figure out who gets a t-shirt, random design thing, raffle it off. That's what I'm looking for.
Flawless victory.
That's right. So there will be some of you that lose, but some of you will get a t-shirt. So
The listeners get a t-shirt?
yeah, if they give us a 5-star or 1-star review, we're gonna raffle off a t-shirt every month for 5 and 1-star reviews.
Interesting.
What do we have
Can't
to do to get a
listen.
t-shirt?
I like
And-
the frames.
And give us a 4-star
Thank you.
review.
We're
I'm
the
sorry,
finest.
you will not be
We're the
added
finest.
to the list.
There we go.
So
Okay.
we just want them great reviews and those people that hate us. That's it.
Well, if they can hate us, but they
We don't want you.
love us.
We don't want you to be
We don't
lukewarm.
want, yeah, get off the fence.
Get off the fence.
Okay,
Yeah.
listeners.
This ain't no mukbang, but listeners, let me tell you something. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna turn the camera, but I'm still gonna be here. But I'm about to eat. All right, I ain't ate all day. Bye, hi.
And just so everyone knows at home, it is. Oh boy,
All right, so we're gonna take.
it's Chipotle.
we'll,
It is Chipotle.
we'll slide her off, and that way she can eat while she's talking. J Boots, we need to adjust. There you go.
My mic off.
I am not
No, the
crook.
mic's still on.
Oh.
You want it
Yeah,
off?
You're not allowed to.
Hey,
All right.
listening to me chew.
Mm.
Like, she sound like a
Hey, you never know. They might want to listen to you chew ASMR and all that.
You ever been on TikTok with that ASMR?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like ASMR, huh?
Can't stand it.
Can't
When-
stand the.
when-
Yeah.
It's not relaxing.
Like the sound of like a jet engine.
It's not relaxing to me.
Okay.
See, I don't mind a fan or something. Like I listen to a fan and stuff as I sleep,
What about cute baby noises, like
But-
cooing and?
No.
but I couldn't listen to someone
Oh,
like
you like
chomp
it.
and eat and stuff like that.
There's a Hansel and Gretel up in here.
All right, she's gonna eat the kids. Is that what she said? You said you were gonna get a fork.
That's what I thought.
All right. So in the headlines, got a few things going on. There was an attack yesterday on UNLV. They haven't really even, so far as I haven't heard, they haven't released why there was an attack or even who attacked. Like what his motive or
gun related.
yeah, he was firing a firearm.
Okay.
I haven't even seen like what kind of firearm yet.
I was gonna ask what kind of scary
Yeah,
weapon was it?
basically the police came running in pretty fast, shot him up, and so 3 people were killed. But
Why is Las Vegas suddenly on the map more?
just a second, there was an error.
I feel like Las Vegas has gotten a lot of attention lately.
Yeah, I don't
Vegas
know. I
has.
mean, they've got the Raiders, and they're maybe gonna get a basketball team.
So it was what 5 years ago in October when the guy up in the Mandalay Bay shot 60 people at a concert, and that was Vegas.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, during the like the big concert festival thing. Yeah, you're right. About 5 years ago. This
That's the
seems
only
like
thing
it
I-
was a little less coordinated. More just like this guy was working his way through UNLV, but he only shot 3 people. So, I guess he wounded 3, killed 3. So,
Well, it sounds like almost like what happened here in Dayton a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago with.
I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to say it was a race issue. Somebody's going to say it was definitely he had high capacity mags and ARs, which I'm sure that Las Vegas allows that kind of thing. So obviously their laws are working.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know.
Also, see Chicago.
So what like I know this comes back to kind of what we talked about a little bit with the parents being indicted and run through the mud on things, being taken into custody and charged. But who's to blame on this? Like who can we get? Can we push this back? Can we push this beyond just the guy? We got to get somebody else. Like maybe let's get the gun manufacturers, obviously, because we definitely need to put them on notice. We need to get the bullet manufacturers, yes, but can we also get the guys that sold the guns, that company, or even if it was a gang member, let's get those guys, especially, let's get can we get the bullies that bullied this kid or this guy so that he decided he was going to become a mass shooter? They haven't released anything about him yet. So there's like no information. So right now we're just reporting.
I guarantee you, when they do release something, it's going to be that he bought it off the street or stole the gun off of somebody. That he had
Is that what they just finally
extreme
said?
beliefs, one way or the other. And I'm pretty sure it's not from the right, because we would have heard it all by now if it was from the right.
Okay, so he is a 67-year-old Anthony Polito. He is the suspect. They don't. I mean, there's no like the investigation is still super ongoing. Some campus police were sitting around eating and ran towards him after the gunfire. After they heard the gunfire, and they still had people late into the afternoon that were still, or late into the evening that were still locked down because they didn't know what was going on, and because it's such a big campus. So they were kind of still going door to door, making sure everything was clear.
Hmm.
But otherwise, I
67.
mean,
Wow.
yeah, 67-year-old.
And was he overweight now? Do we know?
I mean, he only killed 3 people, so maybe he wasn't moving so fast. I don't know. We don't know.
We can't chalk this up to like a midlife crisis.
Not at 67. This would be a late life crisis.
That's a late life crisis.
A late life crisis, yeah. So,
Copy that.
but yeah, I mean, they pretty much 7:30 p.m. Law enforcement said all shelter-in-place instructions had been lifted. So, and the shooting started at 2:40. So, I mean, they were pretty thorough at making sure everything was good. But
Now, I know these things shouldn't happen, and in a perfect world, that would be great. But like after the fact, after we have these God forbid we have these shootings, but after the fact, what kind of in-depth research do we get into with these guys? Like, were they on any kind of script, or were they? How was their performance at work?
we're definitely working more towards the fact of trying to, push an agenda. Like, let's, restrict guns, or let's, put everyone on a mental health watch, or things of that nature, instead of probably really trying to actually figure out why people are shooting each other or shooting the place up. And honestly, in the end of things, I don't know that there's really much we can do, because at the end of the day, when it's in your heart, you're going to do bad things.
Yeah, evil does exist.
People, Peyton, do you think that that the government should be kind of like organizing this data and kind of like putting some formulas together to kind of track these types of things?
Yeah. I mean, sure. They don't seem to be enforcing the laws very well, so they might as well do that.
They might as well track us. Definitely, they should put a wrist bracelet on all of us. Anytime there's some GSR on our that comes through the wrist bracelet, they should like send the police, maybe the FBI. Heck, they should send all of the air marshals that they're not flying in airplanes lately, and send them to come check us out.
Yeah,
because that seems like a good use of our resources.
Do you know that air marshals don't have weight limits on their luggage?
That's not fair.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's become air marshals.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could you imagine being in a plane all day?
Yeah, they're not on planes at all now. Did you see the articles this week?
So no, I didn't. And are they?
Yeah, they air marshals. There are very few air marshals actually out flying right now. They're either at the border enforcing, or being part of the liaisons between illegal aliens and the actual border enforcement agents, or they have them following people who are being investigated for the January 6th uprising.
The most peaceful uprising ever.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly peaceful protest.
A little bit.
So yeah, one of the main air marshal bosses came out this week and said that they honestly weren't doing anything in the air.
Because they're not worried about terrorists. That's
No, they don't
apparent.
care. I mean, we're just gonna one day we're gonna either be in a plane that gets blown up, or that there's gonna be a plane come down on top of us, or
Well, we got Osama bin Laden, so there are no more terrorists.
yeah, ISIS is been eradicated, so there is no more terrorists. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
I know.
I mean, those Hamas guys aren't terrorists.
Hezbollah. What is it? How am I to say it? Hezbollah.
Hezbollah.
Hez-
Hezbollah. Bula, 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 bula.
Hezbollah.
Houthis? Is that it?
Achoo.
Peyton, how do you say it? What am I saying? How am I saying it wrong?
Hamas or Hezbollah?
Also that, but the other one.
Hezbollah.
Hezbollah.
Russia. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love.
I will say Russians are good at taking care of Muslims. They
do good job.
take care of them.
They gave them their AKs, and then they killed them.
Well, these guys were armed and ready to fight us. I don't understand.
That's because Russia was like, we want a good sport out of this.
Right. So I guess since we're talking about we've had a few questions, and I know even Lady D has asked, like, why are we in these areas, or why are we trying to fight some of the, get into these areas and fight, like with Ukraine? Why do we care? Why are we in the area? Type thing. And like not trying to like throw Lady D under the bus or anything, but this is part of why we're in this. The Venezuelan government this week has decided it wants to annex Guyana.
Now, why would they?
Hold on. The motherland?
Guyana is the motherland?
Ghana or Guyana?
Guyana, which is in South America. Guyana.
Never mind.
Guyana.
The motherland. I'm talking
Not Ghana. I know the difference. I have a few friends, 3 or 4 friends from Ghana. I got no friends from Guyana, so I got no dog in that fight. But
Ghana.
the reason that they're able to talk about even annexing them, the reason they have the resources right now is because, you liking those low gas prices we've got?
$2.72.
$2.63 I bought it at. I bought actually with the Kroger Plus card, bought it at $2.45. Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
So, but we didn't learn our lesson like 3 months ago with the whole Iran and Hamas thing, where we're giving them some money to get some, to buy some gas off them, and because we needed the electoral votes here, so that we got to keep the economy equals low gas prices. So we decided we're going to set them up with some money. And now Israel is in an all-out attack, which has also been one of our battleships was attacked this week. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the Carney, the battleship, the Carney was attacked, by Houthi rebels, rockets.
Well, little RPGs.
I think it was a little more than little RPGs.
Oh.
I think it was like more like smalls and little ground attack rockets.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm sure they were snuffed out quickly.
It was a fairly good attack,
Was it?
but obviously they didn't sink our battleship, or anything like that. But they did also send drones out to attack us with the rockets. Also,
Okay.
yeah.
We obviously didn't
We're trying.
retaliate.
We haven't retaliated because we're weak, and we had the blues. So,
I got the blues.
but yeah. So this is why we're in these battles. This is kind of why we're doing sanctions. Why we care. because if not, we're sitting out doing regular security issues and we're getting attacked by people that we've actually given the money to attack us. Yay us. Because now other countries like Guyana are being overtaken because they have rich oil fields, and although they're not a full-on communist like bloc, they're going to be, because of Venezuela's going to take them over probably.
Yeah.
There's no they're not trying to be even a probably a second world second tier nation. They're just trying to be themselves, and you got Venezuela over there trying to be everyone. Viva Venezuela!
Viva Chavez.
I think Guyana is a socialist government.
Are they a socialist? I hadn't had time to actually look it up. It was one thing I heard, or I was reading about a little bit, but I hadn't really gotten the full effect on it yet.
I know in the 70s they were. Jim Baker and the People's Temple did their little experiment down there, and it was a socialist experiment, and Guyana accepted them with open arms.
Yeah, that's probably still there. Old habits die hard.
Bruce Willis.
He's in bad shape.
What?
Bruce Willis is in bad shape.
Oh.
But yeah, they were saying more than 95% of Venezuelans voters approved the referendum claiming ownership over the land that Guyana holds. Two-thirds of Guyana.
Did a vote. They really did a vote, huh?
They did a vote.
Sure.
I mean, this is socialist democratic Venezuela. Everything is above board. They elect their president. Viva Chavez.
Yeah, Chavez was elected 99.9%, and the 0.1%, that guy died. So
no, those all of those 1%ers are gone, or they no longer live in Venezuela. They may live in Guyana. Maduro, who is trying to rename the territory Guyana Esquiba, debuted on a new map in Venezuela that included the disputed region as part of Venezuela. So they're already walking it down. They want a peaceful rescue of the Guyana Esquiba area.
Well, I hope it goes well for them.
Yeah, peaceful. Just give it to us, and we won't shoot you up.
Well, do they have to work for that? I mean, should that be that peaceful?
No, they should just give it up. Socialists.
Just kind of lay down.
Just give us what we're due.
Come on, guys.
This land is your land.
It was de facto occupied by the British Empire and its heirs, and they have destroyed the area, is what they're saying. It's all the British. The British is sucking the life out of this area.
They've been doing that for 1,000 years.
All of South America could burn for all I care, except for Argentina.
Whoa! What about Costa Rica? Is a beautiful country.
Oh yeah,
I mean, Argentina did just elect a libertarian style leader. Now, I mean, he's still pretty much populist beyond the regular, like in his help and stuff like that. But he is libertarian in the fact of, like, he wants a smaller government and some things like that. Follow more.
Oh, this guy's great. Did you
You're
guys see
let Machu Picchu burn?
Oh yeah.
How dare you?
Oh yeah. Peru.
There was a whole thing this week on whether the Incas even built those things.
Was it aliens?
It might have been. Or the giants that I saw that they found.
Yeah.
The bones of the giant.
Yeah.
But did you guys see the clip of the new Argentinian president? He was at a whiteboard and he had all these agencies up on the whiteboard, and he would take one down. He said it's gone, and then he'd take the next one. He said it's gone. And
I was
the
really
win-
rooting for the chainsaw guy to win the election for for Argentina.
there was a
I really was
chainsaw guy.
rooting for the chainsaw guy.
Hmm.
But no, is this the new president that was taking it and throwing them away?
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
that's
he's real eccentric. I love him.
That's the libertarian side of things. He's just
He-
getting rid of this. We don't need this.
Oh
This
yeah,
is the gas and oil guys. Let's get rid of this.
Throw those guys away.
Throw those
diversity and
guys away.
inclusion gone.
DE&I, it's out.
No,
He's
was in.
Argentina Trump.
Just
out.
that's what they're trying to say. Like they're trying to say it like it's a bad thing, like an Argentinian Trump is bad, which we don't know.
I think we should find out.
We're definitely going to over the next couple of years. He was at least elected for a year, or however long he survives.
Are we taking bets on any kind of like assassination attempt?
That's what I was saying, or however long he survives. So yeah,
Or should we start a pool?
Argentinian, I'm not sure that they have a good track record with keeping people alive.
I don't think they do. I think this is
So-
$60,000.
Easy $1,000. That's what we're betting on this. It's an easy $1,000. Okay.
Well, believe it or not, Joe Biden's only like 50. So
So
come get me, FBI. I don't give a crap.
come at me. Come at me, bro. Yeah. So, I mean, on that note, McCarthy decided he's going to resign.
Who?
McCarthy, he was the Speaker of the House that was ousted, and then decided he didn't want to be even in Congress. He wants to take his toys and go home.
He's had enough.
What's his toys?
That's it's a metaphorical
Oh,
saying.
okay. That's
Like I'm gonna take my toy and go home.
I'm
with
gonna
my
take my
ball.
ball and go.
Right. It's when the when the rich kid decides he's not good enough to play with y'all, because he's not a poor kid that's been playing with the
Did you never
softball.
see Blank Check?
No,
It's like that.
Yeah. Good.
I've never seen it, so I wouldn't know.
Good reference, Jay Boots. Yeah. So pretty much, he just decided he's out. There's counting in Congress, including Santos that was just ousted last week. There's 30 members of the House and at least 7 members of Senate that aren't seeking re-election.
What's the one man named Mitch McConnell? He all right? He still living?
Oh, he's
I mean, he's the great turtle. He's the great tortoise. When he has an issue, he just puts his head in his neck. And then when he feels better, he just pops back up.
Am I not turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
Have you had a
I think they
sighting on him?
fixed
Anybody seen
that.
him?
I still think he's there every day. They push him up against the wall and plug him in, and then in the morning they
Roll him out of
unplug
the
him and
closet. Yep.
let him run around, and there he goes.
he's getting his wires crossed.
So yeah,
Yeah, it's called dementia.
Happens to the best of us, unless you take magnesium.
Yeah.
soda water.
Here we go.
Mr. Payton doesn't like that I
Witch
may or
doctor,
may not take supplements.
Russian witch doctor. Jay Boots, on top of being a great digital drummer, is also the resident Russian witch doctor. So
I guess I have to accept that
yeah, pretty much.
because I love Vlad.
Blend it.
Because
and
I'm
I
the
take
chef and-
supplements.
I said so.
Y'all don't take supplements?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't. We also don't proselytize them.
What's that mean?
That means
It's not like I'm saying
That
hey,
means-
don't take this
that
one,
means-
don't
that
take
means-
That name is
that means I don't go around, speaking them as the gospel. Like trying to get
Yeah.
everyone to join my cult
Oh,
of
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I am starting
of
a cult.
supplement
I'd like to take this time to
supplement mentality.
get this word out that I am starting a cult down by the
They're
river.
called the Jay Bootsists. There's a van.
If you guys would like to meet me, it'll be at 4 a.m.
You gotta get
Me-
grounded.
Meetings at 4 a.m. In the moonlight, we dance naked.
Well, too far.
We don't have a fire, so you can't see anyone.
Yep.
We're classy that way.
But shoes and socks are required.
That's it. Only shoes and socks. No shoes, no socks, no service. Literally. So,
Anyway, just think about it. And there's an online.
just,
there's
we
an
got,
online
we got a website. We don't have jackets because it's only socks and shoes. But, makes for some good conversation and great eye contact.
We will be taking our supplements every morning, every meeting morning.
Why we gotta go down there by the river though to do it? Is it spring water? Is it from a spring?
You ask too many questions. You can't be part of this.
It's my call.
That's
I do what I want.
I gotta ask
Do-
some
I do
questions.
what
I
I
need more
want.
information.
Do what I want.
Oh shoot.
Oh, man.
Is that Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Taylor Swift.
We are not talking about her.
Yeah, we are.
We're moving on.
She is
Next topic.
Time Magazine names Taylor Swift its 2023 Person of the Year. Yeah, Time Magazine, you've really become classy.
She is not the person of the year.
She
paid
is
for that.
Person of the Year,
Well, I was hoping that it would be Kelsey.
along with people like Ronald Reagan, along with people like JFK, along with people like Marilyn Monroe.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama was a Time Magazine Person of the Year.
What makes her be qualified?
Oprah,
She's a great humanitarian.
she is.
What has she done
She
for the
voted for Joe
community?
Biden.
She tells a great story, and you listen.
It's
She
me.
no, I don't listen.
Hi.
Yeah, it says right here.
I'm the
When Taylor
problematic
Swift tells a story, when Taylor Swift tells a story, you listen
No, I don't.
because you know it's going to be good.
No, it's not.
Not only because she had an extraordinary life,
Yeah, that she paid her way for.
but
Yes.
because she's an extraordinary
I
storyteller.
don't understand.
No, she's not.
I don't
This
understand. That is an actual cult.
is why she is Person of the
Everybody in America
Year.
and in this universe.
Oh man, I mean I do like she did work her way there. She didn't pay her way to winning the she didn't pay herself a way to being a talented singer.
She is stupid.
She is a talented singer and musician.
You talking about the same girl who was having issues like I don't know 2 years ago about the rights to her music?
That's not
Just gotta go
that is
record all
not
her
that's not part of her talent, is it?
It's part of her stupidity.
That doesn't matter.
We talking
Michael
about the same
Jackson
one
didn't
who-
own half of his songs
we talking about the
until
same
he
one
was
who her
30 or
parents paid
40.
her way to be where she at right now.
Her parents didn't pay her to become didn't make her a multinational
research on
superstar. Her parents do not have the money. Her parents are
What daddy do?
I don't know.
They doctors.
Okay.
They got money.
Doctors don't have that kind of money.
They did.
They do not
They don't
have
have a
that kind of
billion.
money to make her a multinational superstar.
Google it.
I think
There isn't unless they were
Google it.
Microsoft money.
Listen.
They don't have that money.
When you-
Doctors don't have that kind of money. I got an
When-
uncle that's a doctor. He's on the show.
Listen. When you sell your soul
That's it.
for whatever price, things just start
You
happening.
can say that.
Her parents. Google it. I'm
Her
telling you.
parents didn't sell her soul because that's not their
They
soul
did.
to
She been
sell.
in the industry since she was like 16.
All right.
Look it up.
I'm not looking it up. And
But
you
she
can
ain't
stop
Woman of the
yelling at
Year.
me.
I'll tell you that.
She is Woman of the Year.
Woman of the Year. Well, that's what she put.
Time
Person of the Year.
Magazine Woman of the Year.
I disagree.
All right. Well, you can disagree.
I think about 7 different people could have that spot.
There's probably a million people that could have had
At
it.
least
And that's
seven
why we're here talking about it. But she is Person of the Year. Which
Okay,
is
I
why
just
Time
Googled
Magazine
it.
has
I
become
just
more, what's
Googled
that?
it. I just Googled it, and it says nowhere in here where her parents gave her $1 billion.
They done paid for the Google to be changed now. Just like Yelp, you can pay to get the review made. Retains. Nope, I don't believe it. I'm telling you, y'all.
so
right.
this is a conspiracy.
This
then?
feels like a
I'm being for real.
millennial that doesn't want to believe what's going on
I'm
in
just gonna
life.
like Taylor Swift.
That's
all.
cool.
She's
And you
not
and
talented to
I'm
me.
gonna tell you 100%. I don't either. She's not my kind of music. I don't think that it was a great move for her to move to rock and pop over country. Other than it got her more followers and it got her more notoriety. But it's not her style of music really, and she's not that great at being a pop artist. She's a great writer. She actually is a great writer because billions of people listen to her songs.
But do you think she
And
can
that-
dance?
And that does,
I
but
don't support anything that particular individual does.
I'm not either.
Something
I'm not
about her
saying
ain't
that.
right.
Wow.
We're
So-
talking about Time Magazine supporting her as Person of the Year. We weren't even talking about her as a person.
Qualifications to be person of the year.
I don't know. Xi Jinping's on the list.
Because like Michael Jackson was, I believe, was Person of the Year 1 year according to Time, and so was Prince.
There's plenty of people who are not like
So
who
now
really don't give to society. Time Magazine is not really going through this and going like, well, who's really the best person that gave the most to society over
Are you
this
saying
last
a
year?
reputable source?
I'm saying that it's probably not the source that you want to hang your hat on as this is the best person alive this year.
Interesting. I just
Even
wanna know
though-
what she did for the community.
Even though
I mean, what do you like? So like comparing it to like other music artists that have been on the cover.
Like who?
Well, what I
Oprah.
just mentioned too, music artists like Prince or Michael Jackson. Like,
Okay.
so like now we're supposed to believe that Taylor is up in the ranks of Prince.
right, that's what I was
Be a
saying.
Prince or Michael
That's what I'm
Jackson.
saying.
He don't even have 1/3 of the
I
talent
don't
that
think
they
anyone
had.
I don't think anyone of the four of us like this chick.
Right.
Yeah.
So why are we even talking about her? Next topic.
Because we're talking about the fallacy of Time
Trying to get
Magazine
into
Person
the
of the Year.
fallacy of
That-
nonsensical
you don't-
magazine.
you don't-
Y'all can tell
You
me
don't
the
cancel a person
qualifications.
out by just like, oh, we're just not going to talk about it.
She canceled. And she can be canceled.
Can we cancel Joe the plumber?
I feel like
And
Lady D is all in her feelings now.
I
We
don't-
canceled her. Ah.
and for all the listeners that are Swiftie fans, oh well, get over it. You're not gonna change my mind. Now, cancel me. I don't give a damn. Anyway,
Whoa.
with that being
Hey.
said,
You-
next topic.
No, you don't control the topics here.
Next topic.
You're off. Thank
You
you.
need to deal with her
You don't
resentment.
control the topics here. Again,
Topic.
yell it however loud you want. I turned your mic off. So anyhow, other people who have been on Time Magazine that were saying why this is really not a big deal and why it really doesn't matter anymore because Time Magazine has become such a passe, one-sided deal. It used to be that when you were on Time Magazine, you were a person of interest. You were a person who had done something good for the year. Like I said, there was JFK was on Time Magazine. There was also Ronald Reagan was on Time Magazine as Person of the Year. It hasn't been until the last like 5 or 10 years, 20 years or so,
Charles Lindbergh.
since 2000. Yeah, Charles Lindbergh. I mean, people that actually did something, it were People of the Year. Now, it's because with the way that their ownership in that has gone, now you get Taylor Swift as Time Magazine Person of the Year.
And my first question was, turn me back on. What are the qualifications to be?
That's the
That's what I don't
that's the point
understand.
anymore. There is no real qualification.
So what do her
They can
fans
say, oh, they say that she
What
can
did she
tell a
say
great
about
story.
it?
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're trying to say is how terribly dumb this is.
No, I just
Who
wanna
cares
know
about
what
Time
they
Magazine
said.
anymore
That was-
because they've become antiquated and just no longer worthwhile even looking at.
But I just want to know.
That I told you, she can tell a great
what is the
story.
qualification?
She can tell a great story.
Like, what do you have to do for
Listen,
the community?
she can tell a great story.
What does that mean?
She's followed
though?
by 1 billion people.
You'll have to ask.
That's what she did.
Time.
You think
They can't sell a magazine if they don't put somebody important, somebody that people feel is important on their magazine.
So like, there's no one left in the world.
So they're not going to put somebody like
Peyton.
right. They're not going to put
Now,
somebody
hold on
like
now. He can have high hopes, but
you or me on there because we're not sitting there. We're not selling magazines. That's the point
that's
about
exactly right. That's it. They
it.
want
Our
to sell
face
magazines.
isn't selling magazines. Anything you put Taylor Swift on, and there's 1 billion people who are fans of Taylor Swift who are now going out and buying that magazine because they're fans of Taylor Swift. Not because she
All
did
the
anything for the
Swifties are out
community, not because she's this great singer or anything.
So it's really just her
It's because
superficial looks.
her face can sell a magazine.
Do you pay for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pay for Time Magazine.
You pay a
How
monthly
much do
subscription.
you pay for Time Magazine? I'm talking about for that title. Do you pay? Do you
No.
pay?
No, they pay
It just
you
continues your
because they
notoriety,
want you to be
celebrity.
on their magazine.
It just
Free
continues
advertising.
It's advertising for them.
your popularity, your.
That's the point of any of these. Anything you get, the GMAs, the CMAs, the Grammys, the
all
Tonys,
I
any
mean,
of
I
these
get
things.
that, but
They're selling
I
it
don't
because
think y'all
they-
understand my question.
No, you do not pay to get on it, and you don't even it doesn't help Taylor Swift one bit to be on Time Magazine. She's already super famous.
That's what I'm saying. But what I get that. I know that. But what I'm trying to say is this, because you know how there are certain like media outlets where you can either like be asked to be on the cover, or if you make a hefty donation underneath the table, you can be just put on the cover. Is this one of them type of situations?
No,
No,
I
why
just don't
would you
understand
want
how she beat out everybody in out of celebrities.
because she
Other than
has
Taylor Swift.
she has a billion-person following.
But so do Kim Kardashian.
No, she doesn't.
So the
No,
publishers.
Kim Kardashian has become more, and she's been on Time Magazine as Person of the Year.
Well,
the
she
publishers
But she's no longer
go, "Wow,
bigger
that
than
person
Taylor Swift.
is of interest now. But from our point of view, she has no merit to be there.
Right. It is all about following.
So if you build yourself a billion people following, then you're gonna be on time.
Yeah, you're gonna be Person of the Year.
Person
You
of the
could.
year.
I mean, Chavez was on Time Magazine Person of the Year.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know who that is.
Hugo Chavez is a merciless dictator out of Venezuela.
Killed people,
Yeah.
and not just like one or two.
Yeah.
Joseph Stalin was on it.
There you go.
What'd you say?
Joseph Stalin.
I don't know who that is either.
World War II. He was another dictator.
Was Martin Luther King ever on there? Or was this
I would
around when
guess he
he
was
was living?
on. Yeah.
I
I would guess he was.
But
He was
that was-
part of it. But
But
that
now we're talking.
that
back.
was back when it was actually a magazine that highlighted some of the greatest people in the nation at the time.
for what they did for society, and not just for.
Now they're
I'm
just trying to
cool.
sell a magazine.
Yeah.
I
Let's
look good
not
in a
forget.
bikini.
Let's
By the way, I do
Hang
look
on.
good in a bikini.
let's not forget that they are Democrats.
It is a highly liberal.
So Lyndon B. Johnson was. There is no. Yeah, there is. Oh, yeah, there he is. Martin Luther King. Yep, he was in 1963.
Mm.
There you go.
63. That was the year Kennedy was shot.
We couldn't put Kennedy on that year. The only picture of him was half a head.
In his wife's lap.
Oh, boo!
I'm sorry, that was too soon.
Think
Too
about
soon. Too soon.
Think about it.
Kennedy was
Chunks of his
61.
brain were on his brain.
A couple popes have been on it. All three popes have been on it as Person of the Year.
The church needed money. That's why.
Wait, which way do you think I should go to get on time? Should I go Pope or should I go like politician or
I think you should go with Merciless Dictator.
merciless dictator?
Merciless Dictator.
There are a lot of dictators on there.
All right.
There are a ton of dictators on the list.
That should be a red
Joe
flag.
Biden, Barack Obama,
Adolf
Joseph
Hitler.
Stalin.
They put Adolf Hitler.
Yep, he was on.
Mm.
Not as
Was he
Person of the
really?
Year, but he was on
President
the.
This is too much of a mix up of people,
But-
good and bad.
But do you
It-
trust
it-
like
it's-
Washington Post?
Of course,
Franklin
they always
Delano
report real
Roosevelt.
news.
He was in.
Osama bin Laden made the cover, but they actually had the targets of like the gun sight targets on his head at that point.
Like a wanted man.
Yeah, it
like
was
a
more of a wanted
poster.
deal.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Nixon did it 2 years in a row.
Don't
There you go.
don't
Mel Gibson,
don't talk about Nixon.
Michael Moore.
That guy. Oh,
Endangered Earth, 1988.
yeah.
That's cute.
Owen
Vladimir
D.
Putin.
Young.
There you go. Jay Boots, 2007. Vladimir Putin.
Go. There you go.
That's where it all started for me. 2007.
Hugh S. Johnson. National Recovery Administrator.
Do you become a world player after you become on Time Magazine, or do you have to be a world player before? Like,
I think you just have to sell magazines for them.
Yeah, basically, I mean, it's set up to sell magazines. You gotta sell magazines. You gotta be a face that people want to. Oh, there's a story about him. I need to see that.
Yeah.
That's it. So there's enough people that are like, oh, it's Taylor Swift anything. We're just gonna buy it. We gotta buy this.
What is her demographic for her fans?
14 to 27,
also Taco Bell.
I would guess.
Taco Bell's demographic is also 14 to 27.
That's pretty much, yeah, you're pretty much right. So, it's the Taco Bell generation. So, I mean, it's 13 years of people, so.
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast. Chips and cheese. So, so that's just so you know. Barbie was part of, was one of the nominations this year.
It's just upsetting because
Barbie and Xi Jinping and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
What a list. What a list.
list.
That is a supercharged list right there.
Now, where is the magazine itself published from? Is it domestically here in the States? Is it published over in, like, say, Finland? Like Nokia?
I mean, at least it's not Man of the Year anymore.
Yeah.
Because in
Don't they have
1927
Man-
it was Man of the Year.
They still got Man of the Year.
That's GQ.
Yeah, that's GQ
Oh.
because it's a men's magazine. But
Who was Man of the Year this year?
Probably Ryan Reynolds or something.
No, I think it was a
wasn't.
rapper.
yeah, it was.
Offset.
Dr.
Was it Offset?
I don't know.
I think it was Dr. Dreamy from
You're dumb.
Brains Anatomy or something.
No, it was not Derek.
Who's the stud guy?
Oh man,
I don't know.
fun times.
McStud.
The show character guy. The guy who got in the car accident and killed himself off the show.
Teddy Kennedy was on it.
That's it.
Newt Gingrich.
I don't know. All I know is how they let homeboy O'Reilly go out wasn't right.
The way George died was not right either.
That's who I just said. Ain't that man? George O'Reilly? 007?
Oh man.
That was Jack.
So yeah, it's still printed in the U.S.
Well,
Based in the U.S.
we need to talk to their editors because
Based out of New
some
York.
questions I need
I
answered.
would love for you to be in their staff meeting.
They have a
They would
Canadian
fire me. They couldn't handle the transparency.
Canadian version of Time magazine. It's called Watch magazine. Clock magazine. No, it's still it's called Canadian Newsmaker of the Year from Time magazine. So yeah, basically it is whoever will sell them a magazine, it becomes Person of the Year.
But what magazine out there can compete with Time?
What you mean? What magazines are still out there?
Like what magazine?
I didn't know people were still buying magazines, to be quite honest. Like, that seems a little opposite.
I mean,
It's a digital subscription or it's a physical paper.
I like the magazine called Off the Grid, but that's just me.
The last magazine I ever remember seeing was like Source.
Oh, the last magazine. Here it is. Now it's Successful Farming. Ha
Full seeds ahead.
Successful Farming.
Woo!
Yeah.
Now that's the last magazine you've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't remember. Magazines ain't popping like that.
Yes.
So if they went
Do you think print is dead?
to a certain extent, yeah, when you could just get it digitally.
When do you
It's
think
true.
print died?
A long time ago, when they came out with all these smartphones, when the newspaper started saying you subscribe to us on your tablet, that's when I felt like it kind of went out.
Yeah.
Because you can always get you a newspaper. You can get your newspaper anywhere.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Well, it's right here on your phone.
Exactly. So what's the point of printing it on paper
What's the
anymore?
point of even having a subscription?
Well,
Why are we killing all these trees?
because you want to know what's that was the
What-
thing back in the
Why
day.
are we killing all the trees?
Get the
That's what I wanna know.
newspaper, get the
Yeah.
magazine.
I think
Whoops.
you might have something to weigh in on this. Should LASIK eye surgery be free?
Only if your astigmatism is horrible.
Okay.
Wait,
You
it
think
should
the
be
government
free?
should step in and provide quality LASIK eye surgery for its citizens?
Wait, where are we going
Are you getting LASIK eye surgery?
Well, I'm thinking about it. I've
I
been thinking
thought about it too. But I also like wearing my glasses.
A good pair of frames can nicely frame out your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't have any eye issues, and I thought, man, I should get some glasses.
When the last time you had your eyes checked?
You should see this
Never
guy.
really had my eyes checked. but-
Peyton wears glasses sometimes.
Does he?
I'm
You're supposed to get your eyes checked once a year.
Yeah, I don't like glasses.
You don't like glasses?
Nah, they bother me.
Oh, well,
But yeah, I'm supposed to wear them. I'm not blind as a bat, but
if you're supposed to wear them, that means you need them. You're messing up your eyes.
I know.
Shout out to my doctor, Dr. Sue.
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Sue.
Oh, you can get your eyes checked
Mhm.
out with Dr. Seuss. Are you ready to be on?
I guess.
Since Jay just walked out.
Sure. This a good angle?
Yeah, you look great.
Perfect. They can't see nothing.
It's got the camera in front of your face and chips.
Chipotle sponsor us.
Chipotle. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Save me some
And let me tell y'all something. Y'all need to stop wasting y'all bags. All right. You see how I had to rip that bag in half like this? All right. I need you. Hold on. Where's it at? I need you to start giving us smaller bags because this is only the amount of chips you put in there. It's only about right here. All right.
They're using the normal chip air cushioning protection setup.
But Chipotle sponsor us. I like Chipotle.
So on top of Time Magazine being irrelevant, the Screen Actors Guild decided to finally ratify a new 3-year contract with TV and film studios so that they can officially end the strike and come back to work.
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
Because they deserve every penny.
Because I haven't missed a thing. I didn't even know they were on strike.
Yeah, they've been on strike for a little while.
I would say I've started noticing. Well, they said by the time us here in America will start noticing that we're having like delays is about this time of the year. Did y'all notice that once they came off a strike, we start seeing previews for all these movies that were coming out like within a week?
I haven't noticed.
Yeah. They've been
Yeah,
showing previews.
I pretty much watch sports and at this point Hallmark movies because it's Christmas time.
Lord.
And pretty much if you don't watch Hallmark movies, you don't have a heart.
They
never watched a
all are
Hallmark
the
movie.
same thing.
They
The
are,
girl,
which is
father dies. She inherits the snow globe manufacturer.
That is true.
Falls in
Christmas
love
tree
with a
farm.
It's given Lifetime.
The
vibes.
mall. No, Lifetime movies are different than Hallmark movies. Lifetime movies have a little more angst to them.
Mm.
Where Hallmark movies, you literally, it is like they introduce you to the woman, and then the man, and then they go to the story from there. Like he said, it's normally a family issue, and then somebody gets sick and they had to move to a small town, or their publicist sends them to a small town to work, and then they meet this guy that's burly and kind of cute and can do some construction, and that person comes in and helps out with some lighting or design or something.
with
and
his
then they
shirt
fall
off.
in
He's
love.
got his shirt off and he's changing
And-
light bulbs.
And yeah, and everybody loves everyone.
Why do you watch dumb stuff like that? Why don't you watch something with some substance?
I mean, I watched Alabama football this year, so you can't tell me.
Whoa! Ow!
Hey, the gloves are off. It's Michigan, Alabama this time, and we got 3 weeks until D-Day.
And I just want to say, all you bandwagon wannabe fans, you Buckeyes, don't try to hop on the train now. You've been riding with the Wolverines or the Tide.
If-
Don't try to hop on now.
Which I will say, if you are an Ohio State fan that roots for Michigan,
You ain't real.
that's right.
Period.
Just like Destiny's not a real Alabama fan because she roots for Georgia.
That's not true.
Why are you guys are taking shots at Jay Boots and he's not even there to defend himself?
I'm here now.
He's back.
Let me just go ahead and clear the air. All right. First and foremost, don't put some respect on my name because I'm Nick Saban to the death of me. Period.
I can't say I'm Jim.
I mean, you do root for Georgia from time to time.
I root
So-
for Georgia as a bandwagon fan. However, when
At
Georgia
least-
got
at
their
least you
butt whooped last
admit
week,
that.
it was Alabama in the house all day long. I don't root for Georgia when they play against my team. Thank you.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
Michigan when they're not playing OSU?
Because y'all fake.
There-
Ohio
there-
State fans ain't loyal. Y'all ain't loyal.
There is nothing.
Y'all not.
There is nothing wrong with rooting for Michigan.
And then y'all talk so much trash about Bama. Like,
Ohio State is, or when they're playing in, that there's no problem rooting for Michigan. There is a problem I have with rooting for Ohio State. I just can't do it
never,
And that's fine.
ever.
But
There was a time when
I
I
think-
thought, yeah, maybe I could just root for the Big Ten, and then I thought, nah, no.
I'm
Can't
not
do it.
doing nothing if it ain't Southeastern Conference. Miss
And
me.
honestly, because of our great and vast following, I don't miss you guys not rooting for us. So thanks, guys.
At the end of the day, we'll see y'all on the field on the first.
We'll see you guys on the field
Period. We'll let the boys do
as
talking.
Blake Corum's running on down.
We'll see. He may be injured. You just never know.
I guarantee
So, but yeah, we're just we'll see.
Michigan's gonna show up.
Are they?
Yeah, we'll actually have our coach for once.
Oh, he's off suspension.
Yeah, finally.
Oh, Nick ain't never been suspended. Next topic.
Okay, we'll leave that go. Nick has had some
Nick done
sanctions
what?
against him,
And
and he sucked in the NFL.
did he? Is he
Yeah.
sucking right now?
He had a losing record in the NFL, so yeah, he got
That's
fired
'cause he
and
played
he got
his
and he sucked.
That wasn't his craft. He was in the wrong row.
Yeah,
now
well,
he's in his craft.
our coach went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, how many players does Nick Saban have in the NFL compared to your coach?
You want to compare Alabama players to Michigan players in the NFL?
There's a
Please
lot.
do.
There are a lot of linemen in the NFL right now.
Linemen. How many of them are
Who
stars?
do you think is a lineman? Who do you think is playing for
How many
for
of them are
Alabama
stars?
in the NFL?
How many of them are stars?
A lot of star linemen that if those quarterbacks didn't have them in front of them, they'd be flat.
It's giving twinkle twinkle. Anyway, little star.
That's why we pay our centers big money.
Mm-hmm. I'm
So
just
anyhow-
saying. We'll see y'all on the
That's an
field.
important position. Center.
Lineman.
Yeah, lineman is huge.
Okay.
Why do you think Joe Burrows is on the ground this year?
Because he can't play.
No, because he doesn't have a line.
Well, that's the Bengals.
Why do you think Fields is on the ground this year?
Who is that?
'Cause-
Quarter-
Justin Fields from Ohio State.
That's to see. I don't know him.
You don't know anybody that's not
I
in
know.
your
That's
peripheral
funny
view. You
because
don't even know who
SEC
Stalin
to
was.
the death of me.
You don't
Okay.
even know who Stalin was.
Who is that?
But what did
Joseph Stalin.
Don't know who that is.
But
One of the starters of World War II.
No, because let me tell you something. I don't have to diversify, and I'm gonna tell you why, J Boots. I'm not. And I'm gonna tell
All
you why.
right.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because we don't take football seriously up here. Okay, we like to play.
Why
Down
Why
south?
do you say that?
Because have you ever been down south before when they play a
Yeah.
game?
Yeah.
No, you have not. I can
Yes,
tell by
yes,
that. Yeah,
I have.
yeah.
I've been in Tuscaloosa.
Where?
In Tuscaloosa.
We're in Tuscaloosa.
I didn't go to the stadium because I'm not a fan,
Uh-huh.
but I have been down there, and they don't have 118,000 person stadiums in Tuscaloosa.
Moving forward to answer your question.
That's right. Moving forward,
To
because
answer your question.
in Ann
we don't take
Arbor, it becomes
seriously here.
130,000
They shut the whole
people
city
in
down
the
down there.
in the city of
And it's just a
25,000
different-
people.
It's just different.
And-
It's a different vibe.
And that's good.
And not to mention them boys that actually play football.
They
But you can't say that though.
I can. I've seen it. I got championship rings to prove it.
Did you go to any other universities?
Don't worry about where I went to. I can't disclose all my
All
information.
right, Lady D. Lady D. Lady D. Listen to this. How many wins your team got
This year,
ever?
a lot.
We got 1,000. Guess who's
about time?
Guess who's the only team that has 1,000?
Alabama. No, I know. I saw that. It took y'all long
Hell
enough to get to
to
1,000.
be
How many
my
years did it take y'all to get to
defenders.
1,000?
It doesn't matter. We are the only
No,
ones
that
with
was a simple
1,000.
question.
No one has 1,000. We're not the oldest
How
school
many
in
years
the
did it
country.
take y'all to get to 1,000 wins?
A long time.
100 and some years. Because we've been around for 150 some years.
But the last 2 seasons y'all been undefeated?
Yep.
Who
Well,
did y'all
other than we lost to Houston last year.
Houston? Well, sorry.
You know,
We'll see y'all on the field. We'll let the players and the coaches do what they
I
do.
mean, you guys weren't on the field at the time either, but so
We'll see y'all on the field. Next topic.
I mean, where did Florida State go? But one of these days, I'm just going to give you the hosting deal, or I'm just going to shut you off altogether and not let you go on
Listen,
to the next topic.
The choice is yours.
Because we do have a 118,000 person stadium. We are the largest stadium in North America. So when you say you guys don't do it like we do in the South,
You don't.
no, we double the city's actual population on football day.
Mhm.
We don't do it like you do it in the South because we do it bigger.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we call it the Big House.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you on the field.
1,000 wins, baby. 1,000 wins. Nick Saban doesn't even have that.
We'll see you on the field. Next topic.
Now
my
we're
boys
keeping going.
talking.
Have you seen all of the fans in those stadiums? Have you seen the fact that we double the freaking city's
I ain't
population?
seen none of that. I'm Stevie Wonder. I ain't seen none of that.
You haven't been up north when there's a football game.
I ain't seen none of that one. Stevie can't sing.
Yes, he can.
I'm Ray Charles
Get him
then.
up. Get him up. Google the thing.
All right. Let's get back on track here. Individual organs can age separately than other organs. That's what the Science Foundation decided this year, that they did a study and that organs actually age separately and more quickly than individuals' chronological age.
So I can have like a 50-year-old liver?
A rate of aging, can be measured via certain protein levels in the blood, and this study finds.
Does their study pinpoint any organs specifically on an average?
Yeah, they were saying based on the proteins in any of your organs that they can age your organs.
Huh. I would like to. Is that you? So you send out for that? You go to a lab?
I guess they can do testing and stuff like that based on your organs' protein levels. They can tell you how the age rate is of your organs.
How old my kidneys are.
While it's still in your body or once you are deceased?
They can do it while you're alive, so they can tell you whether you're high risk for premature death or not.
I thought this was like something that was already known though.
This is a study that says that your organs can age older than yourself. It's not about basically, wear and tear, which I'll say it's not really an age difference. I mean, age is linear. Time is linear. So they can't really say, oh, your kidneys are 65 years old, because they're not really 65 years old. They may be the same as a 65-year-old's kidneys, but that's not, that still isn't like, I mean, if we're really critically thinking here, which I know is dead, because
long dead.
We go with whatever Wikipedia says and we don't critically think about this. But
thanks, Snowden.
Time is linear, and it's a measurement. It's not an age or a requirement, or if you're a certain level of decay, this is the time that you live in. So they're really just telling you that based on the level of decay in your protein in your livers or things, that I think my camera just died.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That you're getting your organs are older or whatever. Is it still on?
Still is.
So that's what they're basically telling us, is that, that's because it's dead. Is that you're not really that you're getting older, or your organs are older than any other organs. They're just telling you a rate of decay.
Peyton, if you had to surmise which of your organs were decaying faster,
the oldest,
were the oldest, which ones would you say yours are?
Probably my pancreas and I don't know, my brain.
Wow. Had to take pancreas. Okay.
Had to go with the pancreas.
Oh man.
So yeah, that I understand like what they're saying is that it's an age type thing, but still I don't think, they're really saying it the right way. They're not using an actual critical thinking
Term.
style. Yeah, it's I guess they're putting it more in layman's terms than
Yeah, they're trying to put everybody in a box.
yeah.
Yeah, because your sugar levels are different than my sugar levels, so therefore,
Yeah,
we all should have the
it
same
drives
sugar
me
level.
nuts when your blood pressure should be 120 over yada yada yada, and if it's any lower or higher, you're dying, or we got to get you back on track. Well, no, maybe mine just runs a little higher. How's that?
Ron Swanson doesn't even have cholesterol.
Who?
He may be a fictional character, but that's how I live my
I
life.
like the fact that it says that somebody was quoted in saying that we don't have a good understanding if these clocks are actionable or precise yet.
Clocking of the organs.
The clocking of the organs, the clocks that are now put on your organs. I mean, this borderlines on
Hurry up and die so we can harvest your organs.
this borderlines on almost irresponsible, because now we're telling people that your 65-year-old organ is going to fail you. And so now you have to figure out, now you're sitting there going, should I start a savings plan for dead organs? Should I, right. Do I need to go to Venezuela and get it harvested? Get me a new kidney?
Organs.
Right.
Cheap.
So,
Does your town have a black market where I could get some organs?
where I could get me a couple organs and
We'll talk after the show.
Send me an email.
send me a message, maybe give me a link. There we go. So McDonald's plans record expansion for next year with 10,000 new restaurants by the end of 2027.
I was hoping they would kind of start fading out.
No, that's what you're going to see Burger King do.
And they still can't figure out how to make ice cream.
No, I mean they still don't have ice. Yeah, no, their ice cream is always still going to be out. But
are they still being investigated by the was it the FCC? Who was investigating them for the ice cream machine always being broke?
I would hope the FCC is not investigating.
It was somebody that was investigating them.
Maybe the FDA.
That's where we need to
USDA,
spend our
I know
resources.
it was somebody.
something like that. But
Oh yeah, because the FCC is for never mind.
communications.
Yeah, communications.
It's cool.
Yeah,
It's cool.
cable and stuff. But yeah, no, it was somebody that was investigating him.
Yeah, I mean,
investigating them.
Yeah, I don't know if they are still, or if they're, if that was like.
I put money that it was the FBI.
Could be the FBI.
You know the FBI got involved in their monopoly scam?
It could. It could be the IRS. I mean, because I hear they have pretty good investigatory arms now.
800,000 new agents.
I thought that got 86.
No, about 86 of them got 86.
Oh.
But mark my words, they're still going to hire them. So.
Oh, they'll figure it out.
They did say that only 900 stores were going to be in the U.S. So I think it's probably a vast expansion into China, maybe Venezuela.
Did you hear?
Maybe Argentina, since they got that new libertarian president.
Like a month ago, there was like a talk about Wendy's meat was like they were selling burgers for a penny or something. But then people were saying the meat was rancid.
Huh.
Well,
no, I didn't. I heard that there was a rumor that the McDonald's cheap burgers were like stuffed full with vaccines and stuff. The FTC. Yeah, okay. That's it. The Federal Trade Commission is now investigating over whether ice cream is
Because their machines are always
right.
working.
Right.
So, yeah.
Basically, because it's a business plan that they have ice cream,
Yeah.
and that they're saying they're advertising we have ice cream, and they're having deals on ice cream, and then they don't have ice cream.
Right.
So they're kind of stretching it to that it's a trade commission issue.
Fraud, deception, and unfair business.
That's right.
practices.
Get them on Rico.
See, I
Get them
know
on some
something
Rico.
about
We got Trump on Rico. Let's get everyone on Rico.
Thank God.
Did you see that one of his lawyers rolled over and pled guilty? Yeah.
Did she really?
Yeah, it was on our website. So, if you
it.
don't,
He pled guilty.
she pled guilty. Yeah, one of his lawyers pled guilty to Rico. She's gonna spend like 7 years in prison, or she's gonna roll over on Trump,
He's probably gonna roll over on him.
most likely.
'Cause he probably is guilty.
Rico is one of those things that you can pretty much get anyone, like you can get anyone on a conspiracy to commit a crime.
Yeah, what's he guilty of?
That's it, Rico.
Looking good.
The conspiracy of committing a crime, doing the same thing that Hillary did the 4 years before,
Yeah.
when she didn't want to, when she
What Joe
denied
Biden's
the
currently
election.
doing, what every politician's done ever since.
Right.
Yeah.
People are just jealous of his
You
golden locks of hair.
No,
It's gold.
it's definitely not it.
That's not it. Well,
What
Might be
hair?
his money.
it's golden locks of.
His
No,
toupee.
they're getting him on that
His
too,
hair.
because they said his house was worth $200 million, and they're saying it was they appraised it at only $19 million.
Oh,
The giant property. No, the insurance isn't pissed at all. The only person that's upset is the New York prosecutor. Like, no one else is upset. No banks are upset that they gave him money. No insurances are upset that they took his money.
Does he have 2 RICO cases?
No, he just has the one RICO case. It's multiple charges in Georgia. They're trying to get him. They're looking into RICO cases, I think, in Arizona and Michigan and New York.
So how many co-conspirators are there alleging that he has?
Like, it was like 36.
Oh wow.
It's like all of his lawyer. It was like all of his lawyer team, anyone who was part of the election group, like just about everybody.
Yeah, it's a banana republic. We are a banana republic. It's crazy.
Right.
He's guilty until proven innocent.
That's
Is
the way
that how it
works.
goes?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. Pretty
Not the
much.
90s anymore.
So, yeah.
You gotta know when to hold, know when to fold 'em.
Oh man, let's see what else we got. We got slang terms from the 30s.
Here we go.
This has been on the list for a while.
Number 1.
So
Dang.
no good
Skirts.
Nick. No good Nick is the number one slang term from the 30s.
What does that mean?
It denotes a person associated with something. Nick does. And no good Nick is expectedly a word for someone who's nothing but trouble.
That's no good.
So Jay Boots.
Yeah. It's a no good Nick.
That's too many words to be saying.
It's only one word. It's all one word.
Mm-mm.
See
Yep.
here. Hi.
Ah, shit.
Um,
Why I order?
bazillion was a slang term to mean a number too big to fathom. Bazillion. Yeah, that came from the 30s. To blow one's wig.
Cigarette thing?
No, it's more blowing your mind.
Whoa, that just blew my wig.
Woo!
Cook your noodle. So it's like similar to like cook your noodle.
Right, something like that. Maracas.
What?
Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's pretentious nonsense.
Huh.
Yep. The term you actually used already today, 86.
Yeah.
That's a slang from the 30s. Yep. It is likely used phrase 86 in reference to something left off of a menu. There was actually, I remember there was a club that it was like number 86 was on the menu was taken off, and so they said 86 out. And then they end up using it for a phrase and to throw it out. Yeah. So,
I always just do the latter part.
Yeah.
And just to be real.
I mean, in restaurants we use it a lot for a lot of times. Yeah. Dog soup.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Asking a server to bring some dog soup while you browse the menu. Basically, you're asking them to bring you water.
Why
Yeah.
not just call it H2O?
Because in the 30s, dog soup sounded kind of like it was
Fancy.
creative,
I'm gonna start using that.
Bring me
right?
Ah,
Can you
see
bring
here,
me
give me
some
some
dog
dog
soup?
soup. Ah.
Bring me some
Ah.
frozen dogs.
Some boondoggle.
Boondoggle?
Boondoggle is from the 30s. It's a term that describes a frivolous waste of time or a person who is lying to you.
Oh, so my job and my supervisor.
Here you go. It's all a boondoggle. The juke. The juke is from the 30s. It's basically a hangout or a spot for dancing. A lot of times it was black communities came together to drink, eat, and dance.
That's the
That's
juke
juke.
joint.
Yep. The juke.
Juke joint.
Yeah.
Yep, that's from the 30s.
Is that where Jukebox got their name?
Maybe. It doesn't say on here.
Going down to the juke joint or the hole in the wall.
Yep.
Get some milkshakes or some bolts.
Cockamamie. That's a term from the 30s.
I use that one.
I know I do too.
I love
Isn't that a
Really?
cuss word?
No,
Did
it's
you
not.
say Hawkamania?
Yeah, Hulkamania is from the 80s.
That's Hulk Hogan. We said cockamania.
Cockamamie. Cockamania is a derogatory term from the porn industry. Yeah, basically, cockamamie is a children's slang for referred to a decal applied to the skin, like a temporary tattoo. Now it's kind of a ridiculous or crazy or wild eccentric person.
Because I'm trying to think about how you would use these in a sentence.
Once again, too many words, too many syllables.
Because I just throw it in there wherever.
Yeah,
It's
gobsmacked. It's been
Gob.
a gob. Yeah, it's gobsmacked. Yep, someone impressive, unexpected. Yeah.
New band name, I call it. Call dibs.
Called James. just to be just like Godsmack.
Godsmack.
Meat wagon. That was a term for the mortician's wagon.
Oh, picking up dead bodies.
Yep. Or the ambulance that picked up dead bodies. Yep. Yeah, off the cob was the Great Depression term. So someone whose style and mannerisms was unfashionable. If you get a Chicago overcoat, that means they killed you and put you in a pine box.
Oh, it's like a Colombian necktie. Okay.
That's right.
Gotcha.
It's a new pair of boots.
Yeah. Cement shoes.
So the cement shoes.
Yeah.
Yep. The seat of your pants. That was according to 1935 issue of Popular Science Weekly. The phrase "flying by the seat of your pants" could have actually had avian origins, meaning blind flying or flying without instruments.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just going on field.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep. So yeah, those are the
So barnstorming
30s,
it in there.
30s slang words. Some things to add to your vocabulary, your repertoire, as you would say, So With that, I didn't get the odds honest news. Anybody else got a good article or anything else to add? Lady D, what'd you learn? Ladies first, obviously.
Period. Don't you ever forget that.
No, I learned just to interrupt you for a second.
See, now I
But
can't even go first.
I know
y'all.
you're not going to. I learned this week that periods in sentences on like text message are rude. So like if you write out a sentence
What?
and you put a period at the end, that you're being like you just said, like period,
Mhm.
more punctuated.
So in text form, they're implied.
So instead, Jay Boots is killing my
Touch yourself.
studio here. Yeah, so I guess you're not supposed to put periods in between sentences and punctuation.
Who told you this?
This was a whole thing on like a whole news show type thing. This is like one of the guys was like saying he'd text somebody and they had told him that they were that they were kind of triggered or they were feeling a certain way about him because he always puts periods at the end of the statements to them, and they were feeling like he was being rude to them.
So this is like one person, or this is like
No, this is like the
Now a
whole
thing.
Xennial like group.
that's just so it's no longer just proper punctuation.
No, you don't. They don't want proper punctuation because it's rude, because it's too
I
too a
always
matter
knew
of
that-
fact.
I always knew that all caps meant that you were shouting.
Right,
So
right.
We got a new level of
Yeah. Now you can't soon you can't even use full words because full words will then trigger you to like that. That just seems like you're being too formal.
Yeah,
I thought we were friends. Why do you have to use full words?
Oh my gosh! So emoticons are the future.
Yeah, just putting a couple, of those, purple things and some smiley faces and things like that. That's what you do, and people will be happy.
There's a lot of emoticons.
I use a lot of gifs. Is it gifs, gifs, however you say it?
No one cares.
Everyone cares.
You know
There are a
what?
lot of people who care and will want to punch you in the face right now, which is terrible.
What I learned
What'd you learn?
is that Taylor Swift is apparently still paying her way in this industry.
If you got the money, if you got the money, do it.
How much does she need?
What you mean? When you sell your soul, you have everything.
To who?
Corner store.
The industry.
Oh, it's not the corner store anymore.
No. She probably signed
So
a 360.
She sold her soul to the industry to make her a ton of money.
Yeah.
And
Well, they're doing a good job then, because she's making a ton of money.
so,
Ton.
But do she got peace?
money.
but she doesn't
A
have
piece of money.
She doesn't have peace. But do
She
you
ain't
have
got
peace?
peace. Do I
You
got
have-
peace? I do.
I have a lot of peas in my freezer right now. They were doing a sale on them last week.
We didn't say peas. We said peace.
Peace. Peace be with you and with you. So yeah, I mean, we can do a conversation about that some other time about whether you should sell your soul to the industry
No, you should not.
or
You don't
who
think she sold it to Satan, but just the
just the
corporate
industry.
That
Oh,
Satan as well, for sure. Anybody, I mean, she sparks me as a person who would do anything for money.
Do you think she's part of the cabal now?
What is that?
The cabal is like the
secret society of
organization that
rich
leads the
people
planet.
that runs. the
Oh, like
planet.
the Illuminati?
Like the Illuminati, but for real.
She probably is like sitting at the table. Probably, yeah. I'm not going to put nothing past
Got
it.
a seat at the table
That
with a
do
billion
anything for someone?
followers. You got a billion followers, you can have a seat at the table.
Do you have a billion followers? Do you have $1 billion to be part of the cabal?
If each of your followers gives you a dollar.
How easy would that be?
I just don't know. Once again, I just
Some
feel
some
special
people are
about
giving
it.
thousands, so thousands of people don't have to give $1.
I don't see what's so special about her.
I'm not saying there's anything special.
Well, I don't see what's so special about Alabama.
You just saying that because you are a Buckeye fan and y'all didn't win to Michigan.
You're right.
2
I am
weeks
a
ago.
Buckeye fan.
Do better next year.
I at least got to represent the Big Ten.
Do better next year. Y'all don't matter right now. Do better
still
next year.
saying-
We don't matter.
Texas beat Alabama. Texas is the de facto winner. So then
what did
Florida State should have gotten in.
but what did the man who's in charge say?
Florida
Did they say
State.
Bama?
Florida State didn't lose this year.
Okay, and
This is the first year that a team in
but he
Power
said
5 that didn't
somebody
lose
got a quarterback
didn't
out.
make it.
Somebody got a quarterback out, right?
It does that matter? Did they
He
win?
said that's why
Did they
they
still
were
win?
not selected.
Are they still winning? Are they still 13 and
They
0?
still playing.
They're still 13 and 0.
It's over with.
They won their
Look,
conference.
Michigan fan, we'll see you on the field.
We will.
All right.
Are you going to abode at my abode in the Man Cave studio when the
I don't know.
Michigan Alabama game?
I don't know. We'll see.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's giving Big Nick energy. Thanks.
Hey, we're good. We already got our chip on our shoulder. We have had our coach out 6 games this season,
That's 'cause
and
he's a cheater.
everyone wants to say we're cheaters. We don't care.
Y'all are cheating. No, honestly, I don't
Still
think that
win
man
games.
conspired to steal nobody's plays or whatever they can try to say.
Even if he did, we've got proof that Ohio State, Penn State, Purdue all went together to try to beat us. So whatever.
I don't think he guilty until proven innocent, but he be back.
Oh yeah, he is guilty until proven innocent. He's already been suspended for the crime that he hasn't been adjudicated for yet.
It's okay. And all you Buckeye fans that are quiet right now, I love this silence.
This is nice.
All season long, all you had to say was just trash talk about my team. But oh well, who
Just
made the
see-
final cut?
we're still trusting.
They bought their way in.
Final
They
cut.
paid
I
for
know
it.
season 2. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I do think maybe they did pay for it.
As in the words of Jalen Milroe, as he said last week, we had a purpose before they had an opinion.
This woman has been rooting against Milroe all season. How
I
trash she's
sure
been.
had.
How trash she's been.
But guess what? He got it together like I knew he would.
That's not what you were saying.
Nick Saban is his coach. Now he needs to. No, I can't. I'm not gonna ever stop loving on him.
What are you gonna do when he dies?
I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna go to his funeral. Yep, a true story. I am.
It is
Jesus?
that
No.
that serious.
You know, Jesus
It's
more.
that serious.
Of course, I love Jesus more.
Good.
Is that a trick question?
Yeah, it was. I was trying to set you
No,
up.
you wasn't gonna set me up. Come on now. No.
Oh man.
So he
Peyton,
goes like Jesus, and then
Peyton, what'd you learn? What'd you
What
learn?
did I learn?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be as good as Lady D's. It's not-
No,
He's quiet because
No,
he's a
but I
Buckeye
did-
fan.
I did learn that I think I'm a Swiftie now.
Get off my line.
I
Goodbye.
think I just found that out tonight.
What's your favorite song?
J Boots.
I learned that you can be whatever you want to be in this country, and this is still the land of opportunity.
Man, that brings up something, but we're not going to talk about it this week because we already did.
And that's it. That's all I had. So
This is the land of opportunity.
yeah. So be opportunistic and root for
Whatever team you
whatever
want.
team you want.
Georgia, Alabama, the great
I
Michigan.
know for y'all Buckeye fans, who y'all rooting for on the first?
They're rooting for the Big Ten. Whether we need them
Nah.
or not, they're rooting for the Big Ten.
If you root for Michigan, you're not a true Buckeye fan.
You can't say that.
That I
You
can't
can't
say
say
that.
that.
I can.
It is true because I wouldn't root for Ohio State. I'm sorry. I wouldn't root for Alabama either. I would root if Ohio
Yeah,
State and
there's no
Alabama
way.
played. I would root for a tie, a terrible tie, or both teams lose. Like it was a 0-0, like no teams even showed up. There was cholera outbreak or something. And, it was just, I'm sorry.
I
I'm
wouldn't say
sorry,
Alabama
Lady
because we
D.
beat
I'm
Ohio
sorry.
State.
I'm sorry.
Just how we about to beat y'all. on
That
the
is that is how it is. So, that is how it is. Hail to the victors. Go blue.
Roll Tide Roll.
Remember to follow, like, and share the Why I'm Angry podcast across all social media platforms and anywhere you get your podcast. The Why I'm Angry podcast ends now.